next witness, it's a perfect time for us to bring in our guest legal analyst for this hour, former District Attorney Piper Paul. Thank you, Piper, for joining us today and being on with me. Tell me what you think so far of this trial. Who's winning?
That's an interesting question. I come from a background of domestic violence, and there's a lot going on. I think that she's exceedingly brave to show up here, and part of trial and litigation is to really challenge credibility, and that's what we've been watching. I don't know if anyone's really winning here.
Now, when I talk about winning, one of the most important things to me, and I appreciate, Piper, that you brought it back to the underlying claims of domestic violence. It's nothing to joke about. It's nothing to laugh about. But I do think that by watching this trial, it does bring awareness to domestic violence and the reality of a home in which they admittedly fought, didn't get along, substance abuse, alcohol abuse, and I think that can only raise awareness of domestic violence.
I agree. She is exceedingly brave. They are both public figures, and they're both actors. And she's very brave and courageous, because when you go forward on domestic violence cases, people don't believe you. They never believe you, and they often do blame the victim. And I see that happening here, and that's always a concern.
Well, a lot of viewers, and I understand none of us are in the courtroom, but we're certainly watching everything that's happening in court. A lot of viewers believe Johnny Depp is the victim. Is there any room in the narrative for that in your mind?
Yeah, I think he's part of this cycle. I see him as the aggressor, but it really was a very dysfunctional relationship, and she became very reactive. I understand the perspective. I think it's really telling here that he refuses to look at her. He still has to have the power. He looks at other people. He will not look at her. And she's so brave and so strong. I don't see him as the victim. I do acknowledge that she did assault him and she did yell at him, but I see him as the primary abuser in this case.
And it is interesting, on cross-examination, we know when Amber Heard was on the stand that that's exactly what his attorney went after. If you noticed, he can't look at you, but to really intimate that he couldn't look at Amber Heard because he couldn't stand to look at her as a victim. So appreciate your being with us. You're going to stay with us. We do need to take a break. When we come back on the other side,